who richly provides us with all things in joy. Let me tell you how to be rich. Let me tell you why this lady was rich. Here's how to be rich. Trust God. A person who is truly rich lives a life of trusting God. To be rich, Paul says, set your hope. Teach the people who are rich in this world. Teach them to set their hope on God. Teach them to put their confidence in God. Teach them to put their trust in God. To be rich, we have to stop trusting in our wealth here on earth and start trusting in God. When we trust in what we have, our money, we're not rich in God's sight. We're poor. We're poor because we're not trusting God to provide. We're poor because our joy is hinged on the stock market. We're poor because our happiness is based on things that we continually have to upgrade. And we're poor because our arrogance keeps us from being rich. It's all about me. I want more. I need more. I need more. I need more. And you'll never be rich that way. To be rich means that we have to place our hope on God. It means it takes faith to be rich. Faith that God will provide our needs. It takes trust to be rich. Trust that God knows your needs and He'll provide. It takes humility to be rich. Humility towards what you have and recognizing that the money you and I have is not ours anyways. You know, the older I get, the more I realize that the talents and abilities and things that we have, they're just temporary, folks. None of this stuff matters. What matters is what we do with what we have for God. That's what matters. It doesn't matter how big your bank account. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. As the writer of Ecclesiastes says, someday somebody else is going to get it, and it's not you because you'll be dead. It doesn't matter. What matters is how you use what God has given you. What matters is, are we going to be rich by trusting God with what we have? In a few weeks is Christmas, and for a lot of people, Christmas is all about give me more, give me more, give me more, and we'll go out, and some people will go into debt, and they'll go on their credit cards, and they'll buy stuff that they can't afford, so that this time next year it'll be sitting on a shelf because Johnny wants something else. And we'll still be paying it off from last year. That's not being rich. It's being poor. Rich people don't fret over temporary things. They trust God. Rich people use what they have to serve God and serve others. Rich people understand the saying, it is better to give than to receive. Rich people get joy not in the uncertainty of the stock market, but in living in a relationship of joy and in trust in God. So be rich. It's amazing to me as we look around in our society. What is arguably the richest nation in the world as far as materialism, it's amazing that so many people are poor. They're poor. They have big houses that they can't afford. Their mortgage payment keeps them from being rich. They can't be rich because they have to try and keep up an image. They can't be rich because they're living in a house that they really don't need. So they can't be generous. So many people are so poor. They have lavish cars and they have car payments that keep them from really being rich. They never have enough to tithe. Why, if I gave that to the church, that would be a car payment. I got a car I got to pay for. You're not rich. Because you're not giving to God. Some people are so poor. They have toys, televisions, cell phones. They can find the money to buy these things, but they can't find the money to put together a shoebox for Operation Christmas Child or to buy Christmas presents for a needy family. Some people are so poor. They think that God and society owe them everything, and they're never happy because it's always about them. Some people are so poor. It's all about me. Some people are so poor, they're so stingy that they miss great opportunities to be rich. My question to you this morning is this, and to me, are you rich? Are you rich? I'm not talking about your bank account. I'm asking, are you rich? I'm not asking about the clothes you wear or the televisions you have or the houses you have or the Blu-ray DVD player. I'm not asking about that. I'm asking, are you rich? I'm not asking how much money you gave to the church last year. I'm asking, are you rich? Let's bow our heads and close our eyes. Are you rich? If not, what's holding you back? What's holding you back from being rich? Too in love with uncertainty of wealth? Strap yourself down so much that you can't be rich? Ultimately, it comes down to a lack of trust. Do you trust God?